Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 16th through the 22nd. Your overall energy here you have is the Dragonfly. And I'm actually going to read you parts of this because it's so friggin' amazing. First off, it says, "Old soul, insight, and your talent. A higher truth guides me to live with freedom and grace." A higher truth guides me to live with freedom and grace. The dragonfly always brings into me the energy of a spiritual transformation. And you're getting ready. I'm going to just kind of hammer y'all with this for a while, but you're getting ready. The North Node is getting ready to move into your sign. Jupiter is already in your sign. You've got Chiron in there. There's lots of transformative energy that's going on that's trying to allow you to heal old wounds and to expand your life out and to really shine in the direction you want to go. And it says to give yourself time to grow into your purpose. And so that means that over the course of the next 2 years, as this transformation is occurring, and even maybe a little beyond that, because there's this integration period that happens as it moves into the next sign, that North Node. So as this period is unfolding for you, it says the later phases in your life will feel more graceful and empowered than the earlier ones. So even though you might be feeling a little frustrated by things, you are about to hit a growth spurt. And so allow things to unfold the way they should, and understand that through this transformative phase that you are entering, that you come out on the other side stronger and brighter. They're showing me, wow. That's so fun. They just showed me a star, but he was like muscling up, right? So stronger and brighter, and things will be moving in a whole different direction. And so right now, it looks like things feel a little tough and a little uncomfortable. And it's important that you focus on where it is that you're going and where it is that you are growing, they just said. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Overall energy, you have the Six of Mirrors. So that's like the Six of Cups. But with the Six of Mirrors, those are reflective energy, right? And so what we put out into the world is what is reflected back to us. And so as you're going through this growth spurt, as you are growing and you are changing, you may find that people around you are not necessarily able to keep up with you. This is a very busy week we have going on. We've got Mars that rules your sign that just moved direct last week. And we've got Mercury moving direct. We have Uranus moving direct. We've got the Cassini new moon in Aquarius at the 1st degree, kicking off the Chinese Lunar New Year. And so all this energy of new and bright and light and transition and shifting and let's go is happening. And in the middle of all this, you're like, I'm not feeling it. I can see that. Because we have this really as the key of the situation. You're sitting there surrounded by stones. And it feels like the things of the past that have made you sad. And you're allowing yourself to feel, I don't know, maybe you feel secure. This is either about going to a place where you feel very secure and safe to regroup, or you're trapped by these boulders from the past that you're hauling with you that you need to release and let go of in order to transition and to fly, right? In order to fly. And so this opportunity here to meet people that resonate with you. The Six of Cups, they're also about memories of the past, right? But they're also about our soul tribe reflects back to us who we are. And as we learn and we grow and we transition and we transform into this dragonfly energy, you're going to need a different soul tribe. And so allow that transition and that shift to happen. That doesn't mean you walk away from everybody, but some people get a little more space, right? The way you transform the situation is to let a cycle complete. So in the area of what's been difficult, we have the Nine of Spirals, right? So this is like the Nine of Wands. This is like really trying to hang in there to figure out which direction you're going. There's like compass on there, and there's directions. And these birds are flying off. It's like they're trying to migrate. It's like you're trying to get things moving, to move forward, and it's been a struggle, and you are being encouraged to complete a cycle. Because in the area of how you transform the situation, we have the Ten of Scrolls, which really looks a lot like an Eight of Swords kind of energy there. Those are just paper scrolls around that tiger. They're saying that tiger earned its stripes from all the wisdom and the knowledge that it's gained along the way on this journey. And it's almost like a graduation where you take that wisdom and your knowledge with you and you move forward. And so only you can complete a cycle. Only you can allow it to end. And this information and this knowledge can make you so wise. You have the visionary, the Knight of Scrolls, which is really like the next step, right? And so he's sitting here on his wisdom and his knowledge, and he sees the world from a higher perspective. He sees things differently. And so take what you've learned in what feels like a battle. When they say you've earned your stripes, that to me, that feels difficult. That feels like you went through a really difficult phase, right? Repetitive actions, things that just kept coming at you and coming at you and coming at you, and you had to keep fighting to overcome them. But with it came wisdom and knowledge. And in the area of trying to gain knowledge, you have the Three of Wands. And so it's about trying to figure out where you want to go next, like seeing the forest for the trees, I just heard. With all these planets that have been in retrograde over the last couple of weeks here, for sure, it's been really, since Mars hit retrograde back in October and then Mercury going retrograde, I just feel like it's been really hard to pull it all together and to see clearly and like to part I'm seeing the parting of the curtains, but that's kind of what it looks like he's doing there, right? He's trying to see past the stuff to see to what's next. And when you have the illusionist as the Knight of Stones, or the Knight of Pentacles kind of energy, but it's not. The illusionist is in the area of what's, It's like I want to move forward, but I'm not sure I believe that I know exactly what's real and what's not. So you have two knights. And this knight in the area of what's been draining your energy is the illusionist. And in the recommended action to take, you have the visionary. And so this visionary, though, he's grounded and he's centered in himself, and he's taking this information that he has gathered along the way to help him to discern and decide what is of value to him and where it is he wants to go. And see this purple here, really, that's you connecting in with your higher self, the dragonfly. And so trust in yourself to know what the next step is. The clarity that comes from utilizing all the information and the knowledge that you've gained along the way. In the area of resources, we have the moon. Again, a card of illusion. But there's this, I don't know if you can see, it's a small island. There's a guy standing on it. And he feels all alone, like nobody sees that he's there. But the moon sees. The moon, if you think of the moon as your intuition and your inner knowing, your higher self, your spirit guide team, they see you. They know. And this time that you're spending out on an island alone, disconnected from others, he's standing in all this water, which is like a great big mirror to reflect in. It helps you to kind of reflect on where you've been along the way that got you to where you are right now. And when I'm standing there like this in the moon, and we have this new moon that's coming, and it's a very small crescent moon there, I feel like there's this awareness, there's this enlightenment. When we have, on Sunday, when we have Uranus turning direct, and it is in mutual receptivity to the energy of Venus conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. And so Uranus and Saturn, they both rule Aquarius, and Venus rules Taurus, where this is happening. There's this moment, really, where I feel like we all are going to feel very much like, oh, I get it. I get something. I get something in that new moon trining Mars that's finally moving direct. It's like we get something. We really understand it. And that Mars being in Gemini, it is the energy of choice and decision making for you. So when this enlightenment, this moment of clarity comes in, what do you do with it? I think you see something this week. I think you truly understand something. And in the heart space, we have the divine child, which is really that new, fresh beginning, starting on the next new journey, understanding how much wisdom you've gained along the way. Because your outgoing card, you have the Ace of Mirrors, which would be like the Ace of Cups. And so out of this reflecting time that you'll be doing this week, pours out this new opportunity, this new emotional journey, this new opportunity to move, to grow, to learn, to take something to the next level. I think you're going to find this week that you are quiet, introspective, and reflective. I don't think you're going to be wanting to be out and about and mingling with the whole world. I think this is a time where you really need to pull your energy in and do this work. I did a video for the new moon, so be sure to check that out. You might get more information on that. Yours comes out on Mars Day, which is Tuesday. It is a time for you to get the bigger picture, right? This moon sees the bigger picture, your higher self. This is about connecting in with your higher self, like the Hierophant here in the heart space. So take the time to do that. Take the time to really step into your own soul and really see the big picture of everything. Because here you have the narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully, right? There's this across this desert canyon, there's this plank on a rope kind of bridge going up there. You have to watch your step, okay? We are not moving quickly yet, even though Mars is moving forward. And as we get through this week, everybody starts moving forward. It's really what happens next after that new moon. And you're going to want to be on the right path for now. And that doesn't mean it's the right path forever. So don't worry about making the wrong choice. Choose the one that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled and move in that direction. And this is not the first time I've seen this card today. It says do the work. This is a year where we have to do the work. To get the reward this year, we have to do the work. We have to show up for ourselves. So that moon, when it moves into Capricorn over the weekend, and it creates this nice lunar earth trine, and there's brainstorming energy, that when that sun moves into Aquarius on Friday, there's so much happening astrologically this week that I just think a lot of clarity comes in. But the clarity you need is, what is the vision for my future? And then start moving in that direction. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also have to take positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. And so, yes, it'll be thoughtfully, it'll be slowly at first. You'll pick up speed as we go along. But consciously working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. And I can't tell you enough. I cannot overstate that is the energy for the whole freaking year. Really. What we put in is what we're going to get out. So we got to put it in. We really do. You know what's interesting is that that new moon kicks off the water rabbit, right? But we're coming out of the year of the tiger. And here we have this tiger that's surrounded by all those scrolls. And so it's almost as though the knowledge that you have learned over this past year, it's time to use it to have the vision for the future. And it is a water rabbit. And here you have the Ace of Water. So with that new moon, take the time to figure out what you would like to see new and different in your life this time next year, and really start planning for that. So this is gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love. Ace of Mirror. Reflect out into the world what you would like to have reflected back to you, because it always does. It always reflects back. So treat others the way you like to be treated is important. It actually really works. Part of doing the work will be how you choose to treat others. so that you can have that reflected back to you. That on your list of doing the work this year, be really conscious in your choice making of how you choose to interact with the world at large, because that's how the world is going to choose to interact with you. All right. Oh, I hope that was helpful. I'm on Facebook every day. Be on the lookout for your new moon video. Yours comes out on Tuesday. And so check that out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for supporting this channel. Your comments, your thumbs up, they mean a lot to me. So I truly appreciate the time you guys put into doing that for me. And I will talk to you again soon.